Hey, Merry Christmas. You're getting slapped in the face. There we go. Hey, I'm Damianos. Sexy stud demon, bitch. So, Merry Christmas. $600. $600. Hey, I know. How about you ask me if I want $600? Did you ask? Okay, yes, I would like $600. I could buy neato cool things with $600 like a PS5, half of a month's rent, groceries. Well, I do have to choose from those things, but it's free money, right? How could I complain about free money? I mean, I'm definitely going to take free money if I can. Do I bite the hand that feeds? Hand meat. So I take the $600, I put it into a bank where I can then spend it by using a debit card, and as you humans are wont to do. Why do I feel so disturbed by this? Oh yeah, because it's $600 of my tax money, and I have been suffering Americovid society for an entire year, and the only thing the government is willing to do to keep us from poverty is give a total of $1,800 over the course of the beginning of the Second Great Depression. If you're lucky enough to actually get any of it, it's frustrating, endlessly frustrating, because we have been demanding this every month since the first lockdown. We have been demanding more and more because rent for a year isn't covered by $1,800. $600 is a great gift from like your retired grandparents wasting away on a cruise ship as poetic examples of the differentiation of generational wealth. But $600 from the government to keep you alive and in a home? $600 in depression relief? Do you out of touch fuckheads know how much you made living cost? More than $600 per fucking week or two. I will take this money with a scowl on my bony face and offense taken. You're gonna take this money too and go, wow, this really isn't going to materially improve my life unless I spend on some crap to make my life marginally less boring. And then you're gonna try to buy a PS5 or upgrade your computer. And conservatives are gonna go, see, if you just spent your money more wisely, you wouldn't be poor. As if $600 is the difference between poor and not poor. Red hats. Many poor people may not be able to afford game consoles, but affording game consoles doesn't make you not poor. Poor people do have a small budget of money they can save for things to make them not want to die. Poor people usually game, because gaming is actually less expensive overall than in-person social event-based or nightlife-based lifestyles. Shit sucks. Don't shame people for spending extra money in an extra way rather than for food or rent. Food and rent ain't being covered here. So, rant done. Politics initiated. $600 stimulus. Why? Well, back in November, the last potential stimulus check fell through the cracks. Well, more like it was never going to be possible. Mitch McTurtle was going to block anything that included any amount of money for you. He just wanted corporate giveaways, zero checks. Obviously, he was to blame for the lack of checks, or at least he would have been, but Nancy Pelosi decided to not try to push it to the Senate. And without it being pushed to the Senate, rather than becoming Mitch's fault for not passing it, it became Nancy's fault for not passing it. Oops. Had a chance to show Americans that their material conditions were not improving because of Republican intervention, but instead didn't get it past your own desk. Well, there's good news in that situation. There was a provision in the stimulus bill to make it impossible to sue a company for being unsafe and allowing you to contract COVID. But most Americans don't know, don't care. Most Americans are truly concerned primarily with straight-up material conditions, and instead of the material conditions being blocked by the Republican Senate Majority Leader, it got blocked by the Democrat Speaker of the House. Not a good look. Regardless, the government is totally confused as to how to provide for you. It really is kind of stuck, gears grinding, as the system unprepared to help you attempts to somewhat try to. This round of stimulus is interesting. We almost didn't expect to get a check until it was put in, last minute. $600, half of the mere pittance you were allotted several months ago. And remarkably, Trump is attempting to veto this bill if it doesn't contain a check of $2,000. Fucking what? $2,000 being demanded by the Trumpster himself, huh? His staff told him to back off that. At first it looked like he did, but I don't think he is. He is demanding $2,000 for people, and he is bringing up how we're sending a ton of money to different countries, which honestly is a good point. Spend that money on Americans. It could raise the check price right there. Now, this is a fucking power move from this guy that I have to give him credit for, don't get me wrong. Fascists are self-concerned, as this is intended to benefit him and his narcissist ego, but you can't just argue with good policy because the person who wants it is Trump, and it's for his own interest. So, with the blocking of this bill, it has the possibility of being overridden by the majority votes. It is likely still coming at some point, and now that Democrats hear Trump wants 2,000, we may get some collaboration on that, strangely enough, and at the detest of the Senate Republicans. But we need to try this because either it doesn't get through Senate and Trump successfully fucks over his own party by making them look like ghouls for daring to oppose the most popular Republican in the country, which Trump still is, or they cave and we end up getting a standalone $2,000 check in the mail, which honestly is enough to help people right now, at least decently. Now, how to make it every month? Because this legislative crap show every 3 months with a coin flip on whether we get any money at all or a few $100s is tiring and not helping Americans. Even with a $2,000 check, you have been ripped off and slapped in the face. You are being insulted every month. You are not being given stimulus checks. Your rent will be due, if it wasn't already. They will expect back payments. I don't know, in my mind this government is not doing enough to dissuade an uprising. Keep demanding more. It is your own money. They just want to keep killing brown people with it. Anyway, this has been Left the Abyss. Happy frickin' holidays. We appreciate your support. To help us grow, please like, comment, and share. And as always, thank you for watching Left the Abyss, mortals. Subscribe. Bah humbug.